gotta dig straight down. Oh my god, buried treasure!
These are some of the fakest Minecraft speedruns. This speedrunner starts in front of a village, but wait, why is he already level 69? Well, he walks up to the closest house and finds a chest with 1, 2, 3 emeralds, a leather hat, bread, and a button. Wait, what? I've never seen a random button inside of a villager's chest before. He takes all the items and begins to run into the village. The speedrunner then finds this random hole in the floor that conveniently already has a button place. I think the speedrunner forgot to break the button before he started the speedrun, where they click a button and then the floor opens up. The speedrunner goes down the hole and lands in a body of water. Once down there, we can find tons of blocks of diamonds, emeralds, and gold. But more importantly, a random bat, which for some reason the speedrunner starts beating up. I don't know what that bat did to him, but he is not happy with it. The speedrunner then finds a sign that says Lord Poop. That has got to be the worst name I've ever heard of. There's also a dragon head, and beneath the dragon head is a chest. And inside the chest is a netherite pickaxe and a minecart. The speedrunner uses the pickaxe to break a wall to the left. And behind the wall is a roller coaster. Okay. Honestly, I should have seen that coming. The speedrunner places down the minecart and then starts riding the roller coaster. The roller coaster goes all throughout a cave, which honestly doesn't look too bad. But at the end of the roller coaster is a sign that says,
Life. There's roadblocks. Don't let.
And underneath the sign is a doorway that leads to a random ender portal with some more diamonds, emeralds, and gold. This is the weirdest speedrun ever. The speedrunner enters the end, and then once in the end, we find another path of gold and emerald. Is this person like rich or something? I'm so confused. They follow the path, which should lead them to where the dragon would be, but there is just no dragon. I'm pretty sure the speedrunner just went inside this world, beat the ender dragon, and then just made it seem like they're like starting it for the first time. Where they just walk up to whatever this portal thingy is called, I don't remember. And then once they go inside of it, they spawn in a completely random spot than where the speedrun first started. Which means at the start of the speedrun, that was not the speedrunner's spawn. Speaking of spawn, I basically just spawned in because this is the start of a new YouTube channel. So if you want to be the first person to ever subscribe to me, I would highly recommend subscribing. This speedrunner starts in a very bad biome, but they do have a ruin portal. They go to the ruin portal and it has some pretty normal loot. They take the loot, but then for some reason out of nowhere, they just randomly punch this polar bear. Okay. The speedrunner then finds this weird new clay structure that appears and starts breaking it and finds a random chest. And inside the chest is a netherite shovel. Not only that, but it has enchantments of unbreaking, mending, and efficiency. That seems pretty legit. Once they grab the shovel, they instantly start getting tons of snowballs. They use these snowballs to have a snowball fight with the iron golem. They eventually kill it, make a bucket, and grab some lava. They see a pillager outpost out in the distance, but first stop at another ruin portal. But unlike the other portal, this portal has full netherite armor and a netherite sword. They then make their way to the pillager outpost and start killing all of the pillagers. Once they go to loot the chest is just filled with lava buckets? Okay then. Speedrunner goes back to the nether portal that they literally looted 2 minutes ago. But this time the chest has a stack of enchanted golden apples. I have no idea how a chest just randomly gains that. Because if you look at the chest from before, there was very clearly no enchanted golden apples. The speedrunner then finds their 600,000th ruin portal, but this one's okay because it has legit items inside of it. They use all the lava buckets that they gained from the pillager outpost and complete the nether portal. They then begin to break it. Wait, what? They break the nether portal, then place lava and water and then remake it for some reason. Okay. They enter the nether and begin to dig a staircase down. They broke the wrong block and start falling down to lava. Wait, what? Oh, must have been just like lag or something. Oh, now they're at the nether fortress. I wonder how they got here. They find a blaze spawner, but that doesn't matter. What really matters is the chest behind it. That luckily has all the blaze rods inside of it. Now, I don't know if this person is extremely lucky or extremely unlucky, but they start digging a tunnel. They dig up an opening and find approximately 8.2 billion endermen. They kill them all and get all the ender pearls that they need. They block off the hole and turn around where they just came from and start digging. And instantly find another portal. They light it and go back to the overworld. Once there, they throw an Eye of Ender to find which way the stronghold is in. And bam, they're in the stronghold. I wonder how they got here. They spend the next 62 years searching for the end portal until they finally find it. They put in all the Eyes of Ender and go into the end. They shoot at an end crystal and break it, then they start bridging up. I guess they get scared or something because they box themselves in, and I think they tried to hide a random cut because in a split second they lose all of their extra hearts. Not only that, but they gained more dirt. They break out and start bridging up some more until they get to the end crystal and then they break it. They try to eat a golden apple, but then the ender dragon knocks them off. They survive the landing, then begin to eat another golden apple. But as they're eating it, we can see that all of the other end crystals just magically are gone now. Once the ender dragon comes down to perch, they hit it 4 times and now it's just magically dead. Yeah, this speedrunner is definitely legit. This speedrunner starts in a desert. He starts gathering some wood, mines some stone, and then eventually finds a mine shaft. Oh, wait, wrong footage. The speedrunner starts by turning around and finds a village that's halfway in the plains biome and halfway in the snow biome, which honestly looks pretty cool. He makes his way into the village and then sees a singular hay bale all by itself. He breaks the hay bale, then breaks the block beneath it and finds a barrel. And inside the barrel is full diamond armor and a diamond sword, which honestly is pretty legit because I think everyone knows that spawns underneath hay bales. He puts on all the armor, then turns the hay bale into wheat. But there was literally no reason for him to turn that into wheat because next thing you know, he goes into a villager's house and opens a chest, which has tons of steak. Once again, very legit. He then spots a pre-built nether portal, and of course it's already lit as well. So he enters the nether and spawns another fortress. Alright, he kills some blazes, then turns around, and then we can see that this clearly is not even a nether fortress. He literally just tried to recreate one, but it's actually terrible. He gets all the blaze rods he needs and goes back into the portal. But once he goes through the portal, he's in the stronghold. But wait, he was level 4 before he went inside the portal, and now he's level 3. Last time I checked, you don't lose levels by going inside of a portal. But I don't understand why he's in the stronghold. Yes, he has the blaze rods, but he has no ender pearls. Wait, what? Well, I have no idea where he got them from. He places in the eyes of ender and goes to the end. Once there, we see tons of wood scattered literally everywhere. Not only that, none of the crystals are spawned in. So, you know, I might have a weird feeling that someone was already in the end before him. Also, the dragon is at half health. Well, he goes to where the dragon perches and starts beating up the ender dragon. The ender dragon is clearly not happy, so it throws this fireball thingy that hits right on target. Honestly, great aim. But sadly, it was not enough to defeat the speedrunner, so the speedrunner ends up winning. We will miss you, ender dragon. The speedrunner starts 800 blocks in the sky for some reason, and there's literally nothing he could do except jump off. And that's exactly what he does. He starts hurtling down to earth. He can't even see the bottom, but then just as he's about to hit the bottom, he finally lands in water. I'm sure he just got extremely lucky. But once he's down here, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iron golems and a ginormous villager's house. I have never seen this villager's house naturally generated before. He walks up to the front of the house and opens the doors and then starts looking around. The house doesn't seem too bad. He checks the chest, but there's nothing in there. He goes down the ladder and into the basement, and in the basement is a storage system. He finds iron armor and iron tools on the wall and steals them. Once he does that, he heads over to the church, climbs up the ladder to the second floor, and finds a chest and a minecart. And inside the chest is a spore blossom, a nether wart, cocoa beans, an echo shard, suspicious stew, and prismarine crystals. Those are probably the most random items I've ever seen inside of a chest. He leaves the church and starts tearing up this villager's farm. He then punches his iron golem and builds up. He starts smacking the iron golem until it finally dies. He goes back to the church for some reason and tries to climb up to the top, but for some reason it won't let him. So he goes back down to the second floor and breaks the wall. He builds up and there's an ender portal. Okay. He enters the end and finds an end portal frame path. And end portal frames aren't even obtainable inside of survival, which means he 100% went in creative. He starts making his way over to the dragon when he sees a sign. He reads it and it says, "Click this sign to kill the dragon." He clicks the sign and then it cuts to him typing inside chat /kill@e, but little does he realize that it literally kills him too. So he ends up killing the ender dragon and himself. That was the most legit speedrun I've ever seen.